Hello, and welcome. It's Neil. I'm back again. Number 20. So double of those in a row in August. We are on August the 20th. So we've been going streaming every single day live in August so far, and we'll continue to do that for the rest of August. So we're going to have a great lineup for you for the rest of the year and for the rest of this month at least. And then later into the year, we're going to be doing probably 1 to 2 live streams every week as well. It's going to just grab something 1 second. As soon as I go on air, get an itchy nose. Typical. So hopefully the sound's a little bit better as well. I had a bit of feedback from a good friend of mine who said that it was a little bit shouty, a little bit kind of clipping the edges on there. So I'm just kind of bringing down the volume a little bit. But if it's a bit quiet, do let me know. Say hello in the chat. Let me also just check that works. Just send a little chat message over. So that's me just testing that it all works. So yeah, I don't bite, and I have just been fed. So I'm going to be nice and friendly in the chat. If you have any questions you want to bring to me around the Power BI, around the certification, the DA-100, DP-900, the AZ-900, whichever one it is that you have a question on, put it in the chat window and we can have a discussion. I can hopefully give you some insights into that. Okay, so Craig, thank you. Great, it sounds good on your end. That's awesome to know as well. I have some fantastic gear, but I'm fairly new at this, so I'm kind of learning how to tweak it a little bit and get the kind of good visual, good sound. Remember to look into the camera. Hopefully trying to kind of get it all dialed in, as they call it. I think and I think the members say the boom. It's now boom. We're doing this, which I think is hilarious. It's every time I hear it, it's like it makes me laugh. So we're going to announce a little bit of a new offering that we're going to put on the table, and it's completely free. So there's no money required for this. It's going to be a free 1-day DP900. Sorry, a dashboard in the day and a DP900. Both of those are going to be done. Now, I've looked at my calendar. Let me kind of just bring that up and show you. 1 sec. Let me go to, gotta find my cursor. It's got a little yellow dot on it, and I do have struggles sometimes. Let's kind of zoom over a little bit. So here's me. And the nice background. I think actually, let me just do a quick kind of switch of the camera for you. So you can kind of see all of the good setup we have here. So that's my back view. That's kind of what I'm looking at when I'm doing these sessions for you. But the 2 different offerings that we're going to have are, let me kind of bring the cursor down. So also we've got a question from Craig there. Are we able to sit the exam in an examination centre at present? So I think most of the exam centres I know in the UK kind of closed. And I took one yesterday. What day is it? Wednesday. So I took one yesterday and I got another one. Excuse me, I've got another one planned in for tomorrow, and I'm doing those from my home. So the proctored ones have got better. There have been some stories of problems, etc. And I think you kind of a little bit of a lottery on how good your experience is going to be. But I did one yesterday, and I had a great experience. I kind of put my laptop in the living room, in the dining room, living room kind of area on that table, covered everything, all the windows. Made sure everyone knew I was going to be doing an exam. Sat down, signed in, took basically with my phone, took photographs of my environment. So front, back, left and right. Did a photograph of my face because they've already got that kind of picture on file for the kind of passport. We took a picture of the passport, sent that up, and just sat and took the exam. And it was the DP900. So one of the exams I'm going to be doing a certification course for, and I thought, well, you know what, I've just taken it. I got not a perfect score, but pretty much close to a perfect score. And you can take any of the exams, the DA-100, Craig. Somebody kind of put that up there 1 sec. So yeah. So the question is, can we take the DA-100 at home? Any of the Microsoft certified exams you can proctor at home. A little sip of water there. So when you schedule it, you can say, where do you want to take it? And there'd be an option to take it in a certified centre at home. And I think the certified centres currently are still closed. You'd have to check. I'm not a member of Pearson VUE, so I don't kind of know if if they're all closed. But for my preference, I'd be preferred to take it at home. And you kind of, you're in your own environment, so you kind of, you should be nice and safe, and you should be able to do the experience. And you kind of sign in, and then a few minutes later, somebody should come and kind of start the session for you, and you go and do the exam. You have all the same requirements that kind of around security, so kind of no one interrupting you walking in. You can't have like your phone next to you, so you have to kind of do all the bits and pieces and then put the phone to one side. No headsets. Using kind of maybe a webcam on your kind of laptop, or a webcam. I was using an external webcam that I just plugged in, so I have a different webcam here. Kind of just it's currently plugged in. I had this little webcam here, and I kind of went and put that on the kind of next to my desk, and off I went with that, and it worked very, very well. And I used the microphone on there as well. Took the exam. 30 minutes or so later, got those score. It was like 950 or something like that. So it was kind of, not perfect, but I was like, click, 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 not really paying too much attention, because there's a fundamental side. I kind of knew what I was talking about. But I'm going to be doing a 1-day full on everything you need to know, kind of the 1-day instructional course. Now, normally we charge for these, and because of every kind of with the COVID and everybody at home and kind of people, and kind of thought, you know what, let's kind of give you the ability to kind of learn and do that 1-day course, get your fundamental certification under your cap, essentially. So kind of get that one done. And it's a good starting point for you to learn a bit about Azure, a bit about the data technologies that also fold into what is the DA-100, so how it relates to DA-100 as well. So I'm going to be doing a course, and I'm going to have, let me go bring up my my calendar here for a second. And so basically, I'm going to be looking at running this on, we've got to get the calendar to kind of the week of, there we are, need to put it back, there we go. Cursor didn't want to play. So the 1st of September, the very 1st of September, and what I can do is on the 1st of each month, if I can, I'm going to do a free 1-day delivery that people can come on. So the very first one we're doing is in September, and it's the DP-900. You can say, great, where do I kind of sign up for it? It's free. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put in the description below the contact details. Basically, you're going to fill in the form. You will be able to go to a website, rather. You'll be able to kind of book for that. Same as it would book for any other course, but there's no charge. So you'll just kind of have a 0 fee to pay. Sign your details in, and the first 50 tickets, when they're gone, they're gone. And we do 50 tickets, and you'll get all the information about a week or so ahead of time as to what it is. And it's basically a 9:30 to 4:30 delivery. So 9:30 in the morning, UK time, GMT +1 to 4:30, and we're going to be doing that, and that's going to be a great one to kind of have you join. I'll be announcing a bit more in some of the social channels like Twitter and the kind of YouTubes, etc. So we will kind of let everyone know, LinkedIn, Facebook, etc. But the first 50 that sign up will be able to get that. And then in the 1st of October, I'm hoping to do another one. Now, it might be that the 1st of October, the dates might vary a little bit, depends on my schedule. So hopefully the 1st of each month, but it will be the first, hopefully the first week of that month, at least anyway. So look out for that. More information will be put into the description. If you're new and you'll want to subscribe, kind of let me just do that as well. Kind of just get in. Oh, I need to zoom out. That's why. Cursor doesn't like it when I zoom in. So let me kind of just quickly do the subscription. I have a button for this, but it's for some reason not working. So subscribe, give us a thumbs up if you like the content. So also we've got a DP-900, as I say, the 1st of the September. There's going to be a dashboard in the day, which is probably a little bit more aligned to the DA-100. Now, this course is generally a 1-day course that we normally do. So we kind of bring up the kind of all the information. So basically, it's a Microsoft workshop. We've done these in the past for 80 students at a time. We kind of, love doing those. I was there with maybe one of my other team members, and we would take it through and go through all the different labs. So there's 5 different labs. There's kind of getting data into the model, building the model itself. So go to the top of that page there where we kind of built the model, do the relationships, do all the work that kind of needs to get done in there. We'll then kind of move on to doing the visualizations, and the visualizations will be kind of putting the different visuals and formatting of those and getting those fully ready. And then once we've done the visual, let's kind of go back to where we were. There we go, put it back in. For some reason it seemed to have popped out. So I'll put it back in there. Then we have publishing. So we're moving that Power BI desktop app or report, the PBIX, into the service. Once it's in the service, we can share it. We can do other kind of things that need to be collaborative with our colleagues in our business, look at commenting, look at other capabilities in there. And that's what we're covering in lab 4 and 5 is publishing, getting it kind of collaborative. So we do all those 5 labs inside of that one-day workshop. So what we're going to do is we're going to organize a free one-day workshop. I will arrange what date it's going to be. It's going to be in September, probably about middle of September. And I'll find out what day and I'll let you guys know exactly. Again, same thing, you have to sign up. It's going to be completely free of charge. And it's again, kind of trying to get you into that journey of starting with Power BI, learning the basic fundamentals of how to bring data in, what different data sources are, etc. And we're kind of just trying to share some of that knowledge with you. Again, you're aware kind of we're doing a kind of series of videos. It's taking a bit longer than I anticipated it would be. I've been working on some projects as well this week for my clients. So I'm trying to squeeze it in the gaps, these videos and stuff. And being new to it, it's a little bit taking a bit longer than I anticipated it might do. But I'm working hard on those, and I will have those ready very, very soon, and we'll get those released. We hit 600 subscribers today, so we have one set. If I can kind of just do this, I'll see if this is going to work. And that kind of, so I can't see if I can hear it or not. So, not sure if you heard that, but we had like a cheering, yay, kind of. So we've been around for a very short period of time. This is my 20th live stream. Put a couple of videos up ahead of that, and yeah, it's kind of going well. So we're trying to build our kind of presence in the YouTube world, kind of share our knowledge. We're not just doing Power BI, we're doing data science workshops. We're going to be doing data professionals, so SQL Server, Cosmos DB, big data clusters. We'll be doing AI, so I teach AI as well as things like Python as well. So I've got a ton of stuff coming your way. I'm finding those gaps in my training schedule where I'm not training for customers, and I'm kind of filling that with all of this Power BI kind of DA-100 stuff initially, and then we're going to move on to others. So the DP-900 is going to be another kind of step to broaden that a little bit. Then we're going to do the dashboard of the day. In October, we're looking to do the AI-900. So it's the AI fundamentals. I have that exam tomorrow, so I'm going to hopefully crush that one as well and get that kind of in the bag. But we're just kind of getting on the road of building collateral, coming out there, having discussions with you guys, bring your questions to our forums and our chats, our live streams, and we can answer those. Put them in the chat comments as well if you see this recorded. So if you weren't here for the live stream, put it into the comments, and we will hopefully get back some answers as well. If you have questions, kind of try and make them specific. I get questions sometimes is what's the best, this, or kind of, how do I learn Power BI? So, those kind of questions are difficult to answer. We can just kind of say, well, go look at this material. But if you have a specific question, I'm trying to do something and I'm struggling, I've hit a problem, let us know. We're hopefully trying to answer those for you. Okay. So let's have a look at what, let's go back here a second. Just realized I haven't been sharing that specific screen. So let me go and share that one back. That's my problem. I kind of sometimes forget what's being shared and what's not. I'll get better at that. I'm kind of trying to get it all done. So let me kind of show you what I was looking at, which was all of the different labs for the dashboard of the day. So we have all the 5 different labs, and we had the website as well that we were looking at. So here's the website that we were looking at, which was the Dashboard of the Day website. Let's go and just cut that over, and I'll put myself into the nice top corner there. Okay, so we have a ton of stuff to say, but I'm trying to anticipate what it is that's going to be the right materials of the right depth that you guys are wanting. I have had some people saying, kind of, you know, am I covering everything that's in the DA-100 in terms of the content? Now, we're covering all of the 100 different types of elements that are going to be covered, but to a certain depth in these videos that we're doing. Reason being, if I give you the full course, one, I'm not allowed to, from kind of my MCT status, I'm not allowed to just kind of go and deliver all that content in YouTube out. So I deliver the 4-day course. We've got next one scheduled. You can join us is in October, and that's going to be in the 19th to the 22nd. I've got links into below, but kind of show you that this is what we basically have is the, whoops, a little bit too much. The DA-100 4-day course. And to be honest, the pricing on this, you won't get any better anywhere else. At the moment, most of the main providers will be about £2,500. We normally do our course in this year with COVID, we've kind of reduced our pricing down to £895. There's 10 seats left on this one, just 10. So I've given a discount code for that. And the discount code, if you go to the promo code section and type the word train and apply that, you'll notice that you get a 50% discount. There's 10 tickets with a 50% discount available. First come, first served, once they're gone, and that's just for the October one. When I do these again in January, which will be the next iteration of doing the DA-100, they will be $1,295. So this is about a third of that price. The $1,295 is still about 50% of all the major providers out there. And I know because also I teach for them as well. So you'll get in a very qualified instructor. I've been involved in the DA-100 course kind of format, what's going to be included, as well as some of the exam questions. So I have a kind of background knowledge of what's involved in terms of the specific course itself, the exam, and everything else. And as a Microsoft Certified Trainer and a Power BI consultant, so my own business called Beacon Intelligence, which Data+Train is kind of the social element of that. We are a Gold Data Analyst partner, and we're a UK Power BI partner. So I have customers that we do Power BI consulting for on a daily basis. We've got projects, multiple year projects now under our belt, where we've got consultants out there doing Power BI all the time, and I'm kind of leading all those efforts. So yeah, we kind of know what we're doing. I just love Power BI. It's awesome. Obviously, kind of we will be going through something like the Dashboard of the Day, where we're going to kind of pick up examples like this one here. Let's go and just gotta go to the main screen there. So this is lab number 2 for that Dashboard of the Day. Let me go full screen on you. There we go. And we're also going to go in and look at the kind of internals of that, and look at the tables, and look at the relationships and how these relate, and what things like performance issues, and things like how do we understand that we've got the right granularity with these data sets. So all of these things are going to be part and parcel of things like the Dashboard of the Day. The DP-900 going with the fundamentals of data. So where do we get the data from, and how does it align to something like our DA-100? The DA-100 itself, a ton of different videos, content we're going to be sharing, and the courses that we run as well. So we're covering a lot of bases here. But if you do need additional help, get in touch with myself, and I can let you know how else we can help. We do performance reviews. We do licensing analysis. So kind of how best to license your ecosystem. You've got hundreds of users, how best to go about that. And I will be doing other related topics as well. So things like the databases, the non-relational as well, like Cosmos DB. And I have the data science stuff as well. So I'm doing workshops specifically for Microsoft at the moment around Python, data science, AI, those technologies. And I will be at the PASS Summit, for example, in November, where I'm doing the half day, one of the half day sessions. I think there's 5 half day sessions this year. Let me just go, oh, okay, need to get to that button and go to there. Okay, so why is that not, what is that the way? Trying to get my browser up, there we go. Okay, let me just do that and go to Past Summit. And if I go to my session, I'm doing a session on data science and AI kind of projects, so how to get started. And your Power BI may be part of that equation. You may be visualizing and looking at the data that we have and from things like data science projects. So looking at AI with inside of Power BI, looking at the data science and looking at R, for example, and running, R scripts or Python scripts inside of Power BI in order to get that visualization graph. And the same ones we're using maybe in our data science projects. So how do we take that? How do we kind of, put that into our Power BI projects? So a ton of different resources there we're going to share. Let me kind of close out that one there. There we go. And come back to our, don't want Twitter, I want this one. So this was actually something also I hadn't made you aware of, I think before, is we have a number of playlists inside of our Data+Train channel. And the playlists at the moment are just the Power BI. There's a DA-100. There will be other versions like the DP-900, AI-900, those kind of exam preparations as well, also exams. And then we're bringing things like data science and AI as well. So we're going to have these different playlists that are going to be built, and just kind of keep an eye out for those. If you haven't got your notification bell kind of rung for subscription, then do that and kind of notify us that we get notified that we've got a new exam out, etc. And that, I think, is going to be it for today. I'm going to just kind of wrap up there now. So just to recap, DP900, 1st of September. We're going to have a new one-day free DP900, which is the Azure Data Fundamentals certification. So DP900. Oops, let me put a hyphen there. And if you go into this one, it's going to be essentially what we're going to run here is this instructor-led course here. So let's go down a little bit further. And this one-day course that we are going to be running also covers items like what is Power BI, its building blocks, how do we work with that, how do we work with things like Databricks and Synapse Analytics and SQL, Azure SQL or Azure Cosmos DB, things like Azure Data Lake Store, etc. All of those we'll be covering in this content. So come along and join for free. We've got 50 seats up for grabs, completely free. The details will be in the description below. And we look forward to having you join us for that. But for those who are with us now, goodbye. Have a awesome evening. Enjoy your time, regardless of where. I'm not sure where you are in the world, but I'm assuming most of you are kind of in the kind of European time zone. So have a good evening. If not, if you're coming in from recording, you missed out on a excellent kind of one to join live. But we will be here tomorrow, 2030 BST, British Summertime, GMT +1 for the rest of August. So 21. Don't forget 22nd. It's my birthday. So come. We've got some special treat for you as a celebration. And I will see you tomorrow or in another video soon. Bye for now and enjoy. I'm out of here. Bye.